Peace, my family, and we're all back to all those coming out of that good cocoon for the first time. Welcome. This is your girl, the butterfly. We about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all that good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right. Oh yeah. Most definitely. And that good, not mine. How y'all feeling? Hope you guys most definitely moving on up. And your higher nature and cleansing. Oh yeah. Most definitely. For sure. Cleansing. The lows. How y'all feeling? Hope you guys are out there treating yourselves well, taking care of yourself. I came on here today to express how y'all feeling this good journey with that. Or if you're just interested, just stopping through. How are you? How you feeling? Again, I hope well. Because family, you really have to question how you feeling internally. In a family, when you get to the point where it starts with just questioning, I realize that we don't question ourselves. We don't question life. We don't question existence. We don't question enough. Just simple questions, right? When you begin to ask simple questions about yourselves, why you do what you do, your identity, when you begin to question yourselves on why you treat yourself a certain way, what is the feeling behind it? Why am I doing this? Who did I pick this up from? Right? What caused this for me to do what I do? People, places, things, yourselves. When you start to hold yourself accountable, when you start to hold yourself accountable for your actions and take responsibility for your own life and your choices and your actions without fear. When you begin to move with love, family, that right there will help you get on up into your higher selves, family. Because that higher part of you, your highest potential, is love. And I'm not talking about that shallow love. I'm not talking about that materialistic type of love. I'm talking about that divine love that we all have in us. The Most High inside of us, that love. And family, that's what the journey is about. The journey is about getting back closer to the Most High. Right. Now, we can talk about getting back closer inwardly, and we can talk about getting back closer in reality. Right. And it's real because what I learned on my journey is it seems that where I know, right. Both. But just going along my journey, it's like this. As I begin to detach from the things of the world, when I begin to detach from the things that I hold it on to, that made me feel some type of way, that brought me some type of happiness, you know. When I say when it brought me some type of happiness, I'm meaning like when I was holding on to something that was bringing me some form of comfort, right? Some form of instant gratification, right? When I began to see what I did in my reality to make me feel a certain way or make me feel happy, that's when I began to see things clear. Because family, it started with the question, why am I not happy? Why am I not happy? And that's what really started this. Because when I began to look around the world and see things in it and around me, if we're being all real with it, I wasn't happy. People put on fake smiles and act like everything's all goody good, but that wasn't me. Always with a straight face. And I noticed myself as a child taking pictures, always with a straight face. Now, when I was younger, of course, I had smiles. But as time went on, I realized the smiles started to fade a little bit more and more. And reality, when everybody was faking it, right? Faking the smiles, faking that inner happiness from within, making it seem like everything's all goody good. One moment, not realizing that all the things that I was trying to hide away from or make sense of it, giving it a benefit of a doubt, all within myself, realizing that I didn't love myself. Right? More and more, it seems like as you got older, the world began to strip away the love that we have for ourselves due to the experiences that we have in life and dealing with people, places, and things, right? And how people in the world treat each other or, treat you, right? It's real. And that began to give an effect on how I felt inwardly. Because it was always a thing where why people act the way they do. Why people be thinking the way they do. What's up with that? And again, family, to me, it's like more and more coming into the world, being myself, the more and more it seemed like people used to make fun, and make me feel like being myself, it's not enough. Had to put on, had to do more, to get attention, people please, make people like you, want to have friends, Not realizing more and more the world was stripping away part of myself, and at the same time I was losing myself at the same time. Where did the smile go? What happened? When you begin to place your value on external things, people, places, and things, that's where the smile went. When you let people validate who you are, that's when the smile left. When you begin to remember and see yourselves the way the Most High sees you. You know how the Most High sees you? Because He created you, right? It's all about being what He has created you to be. And what's that? Just you. Before you got introduced to all these things in this world, you walk into the world, you thinking, oh, it's this way, it's that way, it's supposed to go this way, this is the way it is. Not realizing that you're being conditioned, you're being controlled, and you're being taught to follow the leader. And you're being taught to have followers. But the question becomes, where are people leading these people to? Now, family, we have to remember, happiness is an inner job. It took me a minute to let that wrap around my brain. Happiness is an inner job. And when I begin to see that it's an inner job, no one's going to put that smile on your face like you. No one's going to be real with you. Real with it like you. You must remember, it's all about being real with yourself. And once you begin to be real with yourself, not putting on, not lying to yourself, and again, family, not pretending that you are happy and you're not. One moment. And when you begin to stop caring about the external world, when you begin to go inward, because the Most High is inside of you, right? When you become in a place where you want to see yourself, the real you, for who you are, you gotta go inward, and you gotta stop pretending. It's gonna hurt. You're gonna have pain. It's suffering. All of it is to strengthen you. You must understand that it's part of the journey, and it's part of the process. And once you begin to really see yourself and begin to see yourself for who you are in the eyes of the Most High, when you begin to get into, that right knowledge, getting more knowledge of yourself, even to know who you are in the eyes of the Most High, and how the Most High sees you. Oh man. That's when you begin to get that soul connection back. That's when you begin to connect back. That's how you get back in tune with yourself. When you begin to know yourself, when you begin to know your identity and where you come from, and know it has nothing to do with this world. Once you begin to see yourself for who you are outside of it, once you begin to stop lying to yourself about how you really feel, and you're not happy, then you're not happy right now. But it doesn't mean that you gotta stay there in that place. Family, you are in control. You have the power to change your reality for yourself. You have power to make choices of the people that you choose to be around, the people that you let in your ear, the places you go, the things that you do. You have control over all of that. It's all on you, what you're gonna do. For sure. Oh yeah, it is. It's all on you. And once you begin to see that and realize that, in the words of our master teacher, it just came to me. The help that you're looking for is at the end of your arm, meaning that you have to help yourself. Once you begin to see that you're the only one that's going to help you get out of the situations that you're in, the illusions and delusions that we suffer. We're the only people. We the people we waiting on. For sure. We are. But as family, once you begin to stop lying to yourself, stop pretending out here, stop trying to put on out here, you begin to see, what was I doing this in the first place for? And question, what is it doing for me? Is it feeding me what I need? Is it feeding me my soul food that I need? You know, that inner soul food we all need to be nourished. Question. One moment. When you begin to say, no, there's more to this life than what it seems. No, this ain't it, right? Again, family, it's too much pain, it's too much sorrow, it's too much suffering. Guess what? It's always the opposite. It's always the opposite. It's the opposite. It's love, it's care, it's compassion. Now, when you begin to see that life is balanced, when you begin to see this, and see that if you've been focusing more on the bad side of things, the suffering and pain, all that suffering and pain and hurting yourself and harming yourself and doing things to your own self, right? As we do, right? We have to understand that that is what is causing the issue. We are destroying ourselves. Once you begin to incorporate more healthier alternatives, healthier habits for yourself, and begin to create a healthier existence, healthier dynamic existence, getting your mind right first, healing the body, getting the mind right, healing the body, realizing that you are in control over this whole experience, because the Most High has given us responsibility for our choices and free will, so that's why we're in control over it, right? Once you begin to stop putting your happiness in other people's hands, when you begin to see that life is on you and what you're gonna do, when you begin to see and understand that I don't care who it is, right? It can be family, it can be friends, it can be whoever, right? When you begin to let a person have so much power over you because you love them, because you care, because, you know, you're just human, right? When you begin to see, like, You can't allow people to have that much power, right, over you. You got to begin to take your power back. When you begin to see yourself for who you are, when you begin to get fed. How you get fed? You get fed by making sure you get the right knowledge, the universal right knowledge from the Most High. Because again, family, that's what's going to help you understand existence, life, and the things around you, and why everything is set up the way that it is. I keep saying this because it's key, and it's very important. It's very important to know these things. Because why? Because the Most High said it's important for us to know these things. Because guess what, family? If you don't know now, you're going to wish you knew later. And again, family, it's all about the here and now. It's all about right now. And the time is now for you to know the truth of it all. It's been up. It's been for us to know the truth of it all. But again, family, we have to realize that as we are waiting on whoever, to come to help us, right? Not realizing that what the Most High has said, and on him sent Jesus, Joshua, Demis, Horus, you have to understand that you have to save yourself, family. We are the people that we are looking for. You are. You are the people. And we realize that we have to save ourselves and walk upright and get your mind right. Get your soul food going, get your right knowledge. Begin to eat it on up. Feed you the nourishment you need, family. You begin to heal yourself and heal your mind. Once you begin to line that up, you'll be in alignment. Of course, once you get the mind right, your body will follow, right? So you got to put forth those actions. And once you begin to put forth those actions, family, which is in alignment with what you're doing, right? Getting your mind right, having your soul food, your nourishment, the right knowledge. Once you begin to live it, live your truth, live the truth, okay? That's when you'll be in alignment, you'll be back in tune. And again, sounds simple, right? But now you're going to really see how attached you are to the world and what we've been so warned about for thousands of years, being attached to all of this, when the world doesn't really give you anything. And the Most High gives you it all. And once you begin to see this, what do I mean by all? Gives you life, the reason why you're here. Gives you existence, the reason why you're here. Gives you the breath of life to speak, to live, to be healthy, to exist, the reason why you're here. So if you begin to really understand the reason why you're here and realize that you do not create yourself, when you begin to see that everyone is still questioning existence, everyone is still questioning life, the cosmos, and all these different things in it, not realizing the Most High has given us the tools and information that we need to help us connect the dots, to help us piece it all together. But it's on us to use our brains. It's on us to stop pretending. It's on us to share. It's on us to spread the love. It's on us to show compassion. It's on us to show gratitude for everything in existence. It's on us to stop fighting each other. It's on us to unify. It's on us to grow. It's on us to elevate. It's on us to walk the path the Most High. Right. It's on us. It's a choice. Once you begin to walk that walk and you talk that talk, and family with actions, you begin to see your life change, transform like no other. You begin to see yourself for who you really are and not what the world told you, which was all a bunch of lies, family. We have to understand that the Most High sends the help we need, but you gotta be having that inner hearing. You gotta have that inner hearing. You gotta have the inner eyes going. You gotta be able to see clear. You gotta be able to open that first eye. All this sounds so beautiful, right? Once you get back in tune with your true self, the real you, once you get back in tune with your inner being, when you begin to see who you really are outside of all of this, you know, the way the Most High sees you, you know, a supreme being, you know, of the pure, radiant green light. Oh yeah. Just saying. Once you begin to move in that green light, when you begin to move in that love frequency, family, when you begin to open up that, you know, heart chakra, we begin to move in love on up through the chakras. It's good to study them, see what they're about, and do some behavior changes and see some patterns within yourself that you've been incorporating to help you open up your chakras. When you begin to eat the colors of the chakras, you begin to eat live foods, when you begin to eat to live, when you begin to do what the Most High told you to do in the first place. Herbs, free meat, fruits and vegetables, you know. When you begin to eat right, when you begin to give yourself, you know, that soul food, all of it is going to help you get to where the Most High wants you to be. Back into raising your frequencies and vibration. And family, that's when you begin to be true to who you are. That's how you begin to be happy. Again, when you know, when you see, when you're in alignment with the Most High, that brings it, that inner love, you'll feel it. You know, the inner love, you'll feel it. And you'll feel that green light all over you. It'll begin to shine through. You begin to feel it like no other. You begin to feel the Holy Spirit over you. You begin to feel it all in you. You begin to get your protection you need. You begin to walk and live in the way the Most High told you to live in the first place. And you begin to build that paradise within. Because it's real, family. You begin to see it for yourself. You'll begin to open up. You'll begin to see paradise already within. Still living in reality, but you'll have that paradise within. That inner joy, that inner happiness, that inner peace, all of it from within. You'll begin to see it for yourself. And no one will be able to take that from you. So family, I'm going to leave it at that. Again, if you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer. On that note, hope you all know that you are loved beyond this world and in it. Begin to spread that love one to another. Be the peace that you seek. Release our master teacher, Dr. Malachi's year ago. Peace, shalom, Ashuk, divine love, family, and watching. And it's all